Hey guys, so just a heads up, the sound quality on this episode is not our finest. I think if we've learned anything thus far, it's that we are by no means tech savvy gals. So you're along for the ride, enjoy the journey of our learning curves, and hopefully it just gets better from here on out. We hope you enjoy the episode, and we'll be back again soon. Bye!
Good morning.
Good morning. Should we do the bootlegger thing on that side so they can sponsor us?
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
Good morning.
Good morning. I don't think we've ever actually not mentioned this because it's bizarre.
No, it's good. I actually saw a meme the other day
Yeah.
that said being shown friends having breakfast before going to work was the fakest thing I was ever shown as a child.
Yes.
And it's because in the series Friends, they all have breakfast together.
But they didn't work, did they?
They did. I mean, Rachel was the fashion designer. And it's so funny because who actually does that?
We do. Oh my god.
We do.
We must be real friends.
I know.
Should we change our intro to the friend song?
Yeah.
The only scene that we would be able to do successfully is the pivot scene. Did you watch Friends ever?
It looked like here and there.
Okay, well, oh my god. People are going to judge you so hard for saying that. It's where they carry the couch down and Ross yells, "Pivot! Pivot!" That scene. It's like iconic, but okay, you don't know it. I can see. People can judge Bianca in the comments for us.
So embarrassed. Also, if we are like at a low, like a high
This
whisper.
is our ASMR podcast. We can. Obviously, the dry heaving laugh is not the good one anyway, but here we are. Because it's very early, and by very early we mean 7 o'clock.
It sounds like Fredo can still asleep.
Oh.
Like, honestly.
I'm sorry, Fredo is exhausted after the fires that you slept through. I'm so sorry, honey. You're going to be gone. You were in the smoke fire lane, or the path.
But my God, like, I'm just so lucky because it kind of just like blows past.
Yeah, so you would never know if it's like on your doorstep unless someone would come for you.
Yeah. And
please, no one did.
Ironically, our fire extinguishers are currently being serviced for the whole block.
Hectic.
So yesterday I saw my upstairs neighbour like watering from the third floor with a perimeter. I just saw like water like
the least those neighbours. But listen, my chest was like burning yesterday because it felt like mass sage in the city. Like someone Palo Santo the city for all the demons to come out. But like my chest was burning yesterday because of it. Obviously, but I mean, I'm not an extreme smoker, so now we know. Now we know.
I guess I was lucky in my smoke channels yesterday.
Yeah. Anyway, now we live in then. So Cape Town's was probably exhausted from the wind and this. You get windier. You're saying yes, but you don't get wind, Missy.
No, I do. No, it is windy. But like wind, but nothing will blow off. Like remember the time when I was living at the apartment?
Yeah.
And I woke up one day and like my chair cushions from outside had like blown away.
Sure.
I remember that.
No, I probably didn't care.
Probably not. Here, it blows, but nothing's ever blown off my balcony. And I think that's a really good sign of like how sheltered I am.
Yeah, see, currently I stay where you left me. I just want to highlight that she left me behind. Like it feels like you're going to blow out of your room. Like it's so hectic now. Everyone's saying it's gotten worse.
Global warming?
That we don't have enough bandwidth for that topic. Mentally, I don't, but I am starting to believe in it because flipping hell, hectic. No, it's like.
It is hectic. And especially when you
the Lord's coming for me. Like he's collecting me on Woolwind Path and then dropping me at Canal Walk. I don't know. It's flipping hectic.
Do you think that like every year we believe it's getting worse because we've trauma blocked the year before?
No, but that's just my life in general. It's just not just on the wind. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not just the climate. That's my modus operandi every day.
Everything always feels worse because we've just blocked.
Yeah. Like these days, I literally have the memory of a goldfish these days. Like I actually don't know if I don't want to know the person's name, even though I know it's very valuable or whatever. Sorry, I'm so bad with names. I'm just trauma blocking everything.
It's such a classic thing that like comes out with old age.
Old age. We did tap into like it hasn't left me how you said the last episode. 36 is closer to 40 than it is to like I haven't dropped that little nugget. I am embracing it.
Listen, it comes with life experience,
life trauma,
maturity,
life amounts of trauma. Okay, fine. I think we need to just update everyone. We are doing a quick and dirty.
Yes.
Because everyone's schedule's a bit hectic.
Yeah.
And obviously we haven't done the pre-planning and pre-recording as we wish. We are just coming from the fly, which is kind of the blessing and the curse of this. But we are doing a quick and dirty. Also to catch up because I haven't fucking seen you.
I know. We haven't
Because you're living your best life at Rockset.
Rockset markets, packing for Spirit Festival.
So it's for Spirit Festival this weekend.
Yeah, so by the time this goes live, I would have
gone and come back
found Spirit and been sent out and done like a shit ton of interpretive dance.
Oh, I feel that's content we need.
Listen, it's an alcohol and drug-free festival. What? I know, give me a break.
When's this festival?
In Swellendam.
We shouldn't put a pun in it, but anyway, I hope you also listen to a podcast en route to make a little video of it. But anyway, I must be honest, and this is going to sound hilarious for people, but I re-listen to our podcast once it goes live to make sure there's no glitches. Meanwhile, I'm just like, oh, what did I say? Because goldfish memory. And I was actually, when I listened back to it, and I know we've had so many conversations, I was so inspired actually by the list that I am now busy creating my list.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that.
I know it's hilarious. I mean, we spoke about so much, and I'm like, only after listening to you on the podcast am I inspired. It's something about like being on the radio wave. But what I wanted to catch up on, you have now done a couple of markets. You've now done a bit of your list. How is it going?
It's amazing. This past weekend I did 2 markets back to back, and it was really intense.
Yeah, you were super tired on Monday.
I was exhausted, and funnily enough, so that's how we ended up here. Was because we had a podcast recording on Monday evening.
Bianca was fucking useless.
Yeah,
like honestly, I sat there. I was like, giving my best.
So post double market back to back, and then we were like, let's record the episode on the Urmi.
Oh,
and in hindsight, realized it's actually a massive, massive topic that we can't. We want to give the right amount of respect and honor to.
But also, we thought it was going to be a quick and dirty 20 minutes, and we were like, the story takes an hour.
Yeah.
It actually is an hour, and it was me fast forwarding everything.
Totally, and there's a lot of further unpacking to be done. There's the main nugget. And then there's like all the sub nuggets,
McDonald's Happy Meal in the making. So I think that will be the next one.
Yeah. So that will be our next main episode. Okay. But long story short, after this weekend, I was absolutely shattered, and we recorded that episode, and it was embarrassing.
Yeah, you were.
I even at one point was trying to cover up the yawn.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I looked away. It was like a train wreck was happening, and I was like, I don't know what editing she's going to do over this, but something's going to have to.
It was so sad. So. But yeah, so
and literally, sorry, it was also at a peak moment. Also, if you're going to hear the story and someone's telling it to you and someone's yawning, it's like, what's happening in your mind that you are not?
I was shattered.
Yeah, you were shattered.
So doing the list, as rewarding as it is, also has its consequences of taking it out of you when you're pushing hard.
100%.
But I'm definitely in my like hustling, money making, happy place.
Okay, good.
If I'm making money, I'm happy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
I think it's really exciting to learn that you don't only have to make money that you earn in your salary. Like, there are ways.
So I just have to do a curve here. Bianca is burning to do a money episode, and I feel this is like a slight simmer of that coming through. Foreshadowing. And I'm just like, honey, if you want to speak about your money that you're making, go for it.
Listen, well. And I'm so excited. I'm going to do my budget today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the zone.
And that's actually part of this as well as is growing my financial thing. I was speaking to my mom yesterday. She was like, get an RA. We're going to get into it. We're going to do money. Yes.
Oh
I've got some solid advice from everyone.
So I love that we're getting advice, but we haven't have any of it.
No. There's no money to speak of, but we've got advice.
Okay, great.
And it's going to help.
I think there's some things we actually can speak about. I was thinking about the other day, we can definitely speak about it because we don't speak about it enough. You don't know what's going on and you're fumbling about. And if you're lucky, you have parents that's giving you advice. Because some of us don't. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it would be so cool to be like, okay, well, this is what I tried. Didn't work. We can do a lot of that.
Yes.
We can do a lot of that what didn't work. Or just like, I heard this and I think it's a good nugget to pull in. Yes. I mean, I'd be happy to talk about that, but don't ask me how to invest.
But I can tell you how to invest. I can learn and tell you how.
I can learn
and
very
then
hard.
and then you lose all your money and hold me accountable.
That'd be amazing for this podcast to go through that little journey. Anyway, next. Okay, so you're doing this list, and I was asking you, asked you over a voice note earlier, like, are you doing it for the money hustle, or is it rewarding for you to go interact with so many people? Because I know you love chatting to many people, or like you're comfortable doing that at least.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like work at all.
Oh wow, and it's like an 8-hour day. It's like a full day.
It's longer. It's 12 hours for sure. But it's so crazy. You know me, I'm no fashionista by like any stretch.
No, you have a lack of style.
Really?
You just don't apply it to yourself.
No, thank you.
You know what I mean? Like you can spot nice things, you just don't do it for yourself.
Thank you.
It's like a shit sandwich so early in the morning. I'm so grateful I brought coffee.
Thanks, Ruthie.
Thanks, Goodies.
Oh, thank you. But
this is one of our other children.
Oh,
Oh, what are they?
But I'm really starting to fall in love with how amazing, what clothes mean to people. Hey, much love. What clothes mean to people. So seeing how they can relate to certain items and how it's really like shit. Like this one woman came and she found this black and white jersey that I was selling. She's like, "This is a Moira Rose if ever I saw it." And I was like, "That's amazing."
It is amazing. So yesterday I was with a friend and we quickly popped into that. There's like a secondhand, but it's more luxury brand in Clover Street.
I know exactly the one.
Yeah, and shame I was walking there and we looked at the price tags of everything. I was like, I don't appreciate like some labels enough to pay like $3,000 for a second worn.
Secondhand, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a bit hectic. But I do appreciate. I must be honest. Like I'm very much in my country cottage era, so I am loving like some wooden furniture and things like that comes up. But clothes is not for me, but it is interesting how people kind of tag onto it. I mean, you found some sexy boots.
Listen,
are we keeping them?
Boots.
Are we keeping kinky boots?
I think I'm going to keep kinky boots. I just need to
find for me.
The personality to match them.
No, you have them. I mean, just channel that. Remember the evening the one boy picked you up and you wore like I think a black dress and the green stilettos. Yeah. I think that's your personality. You just have to get back into that.
Yeah,
and she's coming. She's at the bottom of the list, but she is there.
She's 100% there. I'm very babe. All of our pets really
all of our pets love.
Appearance.
I just want to say, like, this is our children. This is how we invest our money. I mean, I can't ignore my little kids. Hello, babes. I hope you're in the camera angle. Otherwise, people are going to just see me petting the sky. We promise there is an animal here. Yeah, well, that's amazing. I'm so happy for that you are. That it is rewarding. It's exciting. I mean, I'm like cooking up my little list. It obviously looks so much different.
I'm dying to know about it.
Listen, it's not going to be as neatly handwritten with like bullet point forms, 60 points. I think you have back to front information on there. But I'm definitely inspired to get more organized and focused and energized for the things I want to achieve. But yeah,
so what are some things that are on your list that are kind
of, as I said, I'm not back to front in all the bullet points. But I'm in a space of like just actually finding the way how I'm going to show up in the world, not being in high-paced event space that I used to be. It's taking a long time. Yeah. It really, really is. I didn't think it would. But there's a bit of a shift happening. I was inspired. That's all you're going to get.
Thank you.
That's all you're going to get.
I hope you and our other 14 fans.
Excuse me, we have lots of streams. Thank you so much, everyone. I feel the back end is surprising me every single time I go on it. We're all super grateful. You know, we've made a listen in the United States.
What?
America. 100%.
That's amazing.
It is. So we are literally. There might have just been like the first 5 seconds and drop, but the stat is there, so I'm keeping it.
So quick and dirty, we're just doing a little catch up. I've been busy doing markets, going to a Spring Festival.
What have I been doing?
You went on a date.
Oh, we are not going to unpack the date here because blessed. I think the oak is actually listening to this.
Oh.
Which is, if he is, bless.
Cute.
You have not liked, followed, or subscribed though that I can see. So that is definitely going to go down a couple of notches. I did try the dating thing.
Okay.
It was daunting as fuck.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in that scene. I think I secured at least another 15 sessions with my therapist from a one date. You know what I mean? So her retirement fund is locked in. If we want to speak about money, I'll tell you how I lock in some retirement funds for some people. So yeah, I'm trying, I'm out there, and it's a journey, I think. I'm not going to like lap out the oak, for shame, I do think. Too fresh.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm getting so far is just like sincere and good and positive vibes.
Yeah, the one thing I'm sugar about, but also super grateful for is the maturity on the other end. And I kind of went through this like, this, I'm going to just be super real. And you know how you sometimes chat with people and you're like, oh, this is a cute response for that sentence. I'm like, no, I don't have that answer. I'm just like, this is me. And funny enough, that has been received very, very well. And I was like, oh gosh, it does pay off to be yourself. So
that's amazing.
yeah. I mean, he actually also asked me one question. I don't think if I told you this, but remember there was another guy I chatted to that sent me that lovely unsolicited picture.
Yes.
He didn't make it very far.
No.
He asked me, and it was a very interesting question. He asked me, what fills your cup? And I was kind of like, oh, I don't have the answer to that. ChatGPT, can you give me the answer, whatever? Because how do you answer that? And then the other guy that I went on a little walk with a couple of weeks ago, I think he asked me, what is the peaceful version of me? Like, what does that look like? And I'm busy developing that. We just spoke about the list. And I said to him, I don't 100% know who that is yet. I'm figuring it out. And he just like, I love that answer. I was like, oh, I was just trying to
being like totally honest and upfront.
Yeah, 100%. I know. So I mean, it's quite interesting when you go in for that angle, how it turns out. But I'm also very excited about my dating aspect, prospect. Anyway, we're going to see, and still going to take it slow. There's so much on my plate right now. I'm not going to force anything. But it has been cute. There has been calls.
Yes.
Easy, simple, nothing dramatic.
No drama.
No drama. Shane was back after chatting to like 6 other people, and here I am lapping everything out. And if that is his case, kudos that he has that time. I unfortunately not.
Yeah, and at the point, that's kind of the thing as well. Is that like you don't have the time, so you couldn't care less about what he's doing with his time. You're so focused on what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's a really like important aspect I think to dating.
Good one. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. But also getting super organized. I want to get into. We had the brief chat about this. I want to get into more of a rhythm, like really block days. And because I'm like in a space building businesses, that is actually how you can build it, and the only way you can build it successfully. I'm very much trying to block everything out.
Time blocking
is massive, and I'm trying to automate as much as possible, which is something I need to work on a lot. There's a lot of stuff in that I need to kind of get through. The one thing I am failing at is like time blocking WhatsApp, because I have a couple of friends that would time block when they check messages. For me, it's like this instant have to feed, because of my previous job, like everyone was feeding off what I need to say, because I was like the one directing the workflow. So you had to be on constantly. Now it's not happening, but now I give every attention to any message.
I mean, I noticed that your response times are impeccable, and sometimes even for me stressful, because I'm like, I want to respond to you and put my phone away, and then I want to chill, and then I get a response immediately. I'm like, okay, now I need to.
But I'm obsessed with you.
I mean, that's a TBH.
Yeah, but it's like work nature. I've been growing for that for years.
But I think I have as well, for example. Oh,
beep.
Gonna beep that one.
Yeah.
With my current working partner, business partner, she expects immediate responses.
Yeah.
And if I don't give it, it's like 17 missed calls.
Listen, it's like, I think this is completely hacking the quote, and I can't remember who said this, but an email, a message coming in, it's their agenda. It was not their agenda in your space. So obviously they're going to want an immediate response. And also, I think back in the day when I just started as an intern, you were trained that good response is client service. Yeah. Actually, not always, because especially with the work I do, like a bit of time and a bit of like thorough answering can completely satisfy the client 8 hours later.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be in the same 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Obviously, this comes from business to business. If that's one question on a WhatsApp line, different story. But anyway, so I'm trying to also block that, just to kind of really zen out, because my brain is wired at the moment.
Do you have your phone online?
I have it on everything. Do you think that helps? No, because I am there.
You can turn your notifications off for WhatsApp during certain hours.
That is, I literally have an automatic timer that goes off. I think from 7 is my wind down. Then this automatic thing comes on that I don't get any notifications. Do you think that stops me from going and checking?
Right.
No, I'm ill.
Okay.
I need to work on this. I need to work on like just letting it go and chilling. But I think that comes to my list of like how's my evening showing up. But my evenings is also at this stage very much like fall flat, exhausted because of like just my energy trying to balance out and recalibrate still.
So I've recently started doing my night time routine. So my biggest thing is exactly that, like get home, shove a meal down my throat, watch TV, pass out. And I was like, so part of my list has been to work on improving my nighttime routine.
Okay.
And so what I do is 9 o'clock, I have an alarm that goes off, that's my wind down. And the alarm itself is such a beautiful sound. It's like it's really inspiring.
Like a zen ding.
Yeah, it's like a nice little thing. And then first 3 things on my list is incense, candles, classical music.
Okay.
And I set my whole apartment goes into lighting mode. And the minute that I smell my incense, my whole nervous system already like settles into like, okay, it's time to get ready. And then I light all the candles in my bathroom, make it like a little experience for myself.
Like a ritual.
Yeah, a little ritual. And then it makes it less of a task to be flossing, to be toilet, to do whatever I need to be doing. Because it's like, it's actually prioritizing a time with myself. And it becomes like this really amazing, like, just break away, be present with yourself, carve that out.
I feel that some incense shop and the Skim's going to see me today buying all these little things. No, that's a very good point. I was reading up on creating self-safety for various other reasons, like creating self-safety and how to reestablish that in your system. And rituals and routine is actually massive. So by the end of last year, I was like so fed up with my routine actually. I wanted to change it, and then I didn't actually get around to it because then I just ended up in hospital. I was like, oh, what a convenient little time. And I haven't actually been able to reestablish those because they were just so forced, right? But I'm learning a lot more like what ritual routines actually like a massive form of self-trust, self-safe. Yeah, it is soothing, but it also creates safety. Like if you have a baby's born, it's very important that you establish routine because it gives that baby like your central nervous system the cue that this is safety, this is care, this is I'm watched over. I've been like researching that quite a bit, and I'm really keen to establish something. So thank you for your little nugget. I might just do that.
Sure. And the thing, it's interesting. I was telling someone about this other day because my routine is to the point where I rewrite my daytime routine and my nighttime routine every single day. Every night when I finish my routine,
not obsessive at all.
No, not obsessive. I write out, wake up, take iron, the exact same thing every single day, but I write it out every day, so it's the next morning I can take it. And it's like a reparenting.
It is that.
It's because my childhood is so disastrous that I'm literally now like, I have to have the most stringent routine, but that in of itself doesn't feel obsessive or forced. It's very calming for me to like have a list of things. And I felt like a crazy person for the longest time. But once I realized like this is what helps me.
Yes, 100%.
I was so happy with it. And I was like, I've actually found something that works for me, that makes me feel calm, that puts my whole life. And then when I was renovating my flat,
that was chaos. I'm
that
sorry.
That routine felt totally out. I wasn't writing down anything. I wasn't highlighting anything. I didn't have no routine. And I was a mess. It was like a total disaster. So it really, if you can find a routine that does work for you.
Create your own one, yeah. You have to play around and create your own one.
And that's the thing, it's not about what's trending on TikTok. It's not about what is available on Instagram or Pinterest, like, 5-night routine, things you have to do. No, make it exclusively for yourself.
Yeah. But you think we take that for granted because I think a lot of people have their routine and have their little thing because obviously it's ingrained in them when they were little.
Right.
But if you don't have all of that always, or you come from a different background, it's not that natural to do. You know what I mean? And that's the point we need to make. Like we are actively carving this out for us.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, you evolve, so that has to evolve with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if you get a partner, you have to kind of consider and incorporate a little bit of things.
I'm just laughing about it. I wonder how many people listening to this being like, chicks don't have a normal routine.
Like, what are these chicks doing? Obviously, you have to know what you're talking with here at this moment. But anyway,
we're broken.
We are broken. That's why we have this podcast. It's this cheaper form of therapy for us. Anyway, but I mean, that's cool. That's going to be me for a little while.
Amazing.
So next weekend you have Spirit Fest.
This weekend coming.
This weekend you have Spirit Fest, and then we need to do the Umi episode in full-fledged mode. That's going to be a biggie.
Oh yes, that'll be a biggie. So
Yeah.
we'll carve out some time for that.
Yeah, and I mean, people need to be ready for that.
I'll be ready. But I think, just on that note, we are doing our absolute best to keep to our every 2-week release date.
100%, but you're almost gone down. Like,
Can you
honestly.
all gone out? Like, we want to do weekly, but we also have lives. Like,
Yeah.
just...
Until you don't pay us, I mean, sorry, you can't have privy to everything. If you want privy to everything, I can send you my invoice.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I mean, this is us in the morning, 7:30. It's 7:30.
That's how quick and dirty.
That's how quick and dirty.
I love it.
I mean, thanks, booties.
I love it.
Thanks, booties. This was great. Sponsor us. I mean, I've literally dropped my salary here every month.
Do you know, if you work out, sorry, I know we're finishing up here, but people get coffees every day. 44 Rand a day. That's like, that's 400, 800, 1,200 Rand a month.
Well, that's if you have almond milk, you're pansy like that. And that's your order. Number one. Number two, so many coffee shops now have loyalty programs that actually works out. Like Vida and Discovery has a loyalty program. So, like, I barely pay for coffee because I just have all my points.
Valid.
Like, this is a one-time.
You would send me a free coffee.
I have. How cute am I? And then they also have loyalty that you can scan. But there's this financial expert, just to circle back to the money thing. His name is Ramit Shaw, I think. His whole thing is the coffee a day is not what's making you poor. That is not the thing that is making you poor. And if that's your outlook, you don't have the correct outlook on how to manage and save and actively work with your money. And it's quite fascinating when you go into this stuff because it's true. I've looked at it.
See, and you said you had nothing to say about money.
I mean,
and here you are.
Here I am. But obviously, if you have a 5,000 Rand salary and you're spending 1,000 Rand on coffee, you're being stupid.
Sure.
But for the most of us, buying a coffee here or there, because people stress about the one coffee or buying ever even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They freak out about that. But he says that's not actually the thing that's not making you wealthy. He's about like habitual routines and auto saving and working with interest rates and all the things. But he's also in America, him and another girl, financial feminist, and they up against an older, I want to say, very staunchy man giving financial advice and really shaming people on like these live calls about how they must work with their money.
I've heard about this guy.
I think, what is his name? Is it Dave something? I don't know. But like I've seen him a lot and I'm like, oh, because he's very shaming. And like he doesn't.
That's like his whole shtick though.
It is his whole shtick, but it's like, it's his from politics to everything he believes, and he's like very hectic about it. And he will be like, yo, you're wasting all your money. And people would be like $1 million in debt. I'm like, a coffee's not going to change that. It's the fact that they're actually not paying into the account.
But it's also a mentality thing.
It is.
If you're already in debt, you need to learn to not spend on coffee. So I think there's an attitude shift that comes along with buying a coffee every day. It's not about the cost of the coffee. It's the mentality around the fact
money
that
psychology.
I'm in debt, but yet I can. So I don't go buy coffees anymore. This is a real treat. So only like on our
because someone else bought it.
Yeah, exactly. But I've got a really nice coffee machine. I buy my beans for 200 Rand a month, and I specifically make sure I drink a coffee every single morning from my coffee machine. And then I save myself 1,000 Rand a month.
You know, there's actually.
So it's more about saying no to the luxury of buying a coffee.
I 100% agree that we have to do a money episode because I think we will be polar opposites on this. We have to do a bit of homework, and I think it actually will be fascinating to see what we come up with. Just to share what's out there, tips and tricks, and what's worked and what hasn't worked. Because I think
I've got a lot to say about it.
Exciting. Okay. We're gonna do it. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Happy. What day is it today? It's Thursday.
But when we release it, it's going to be Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Happy day.